So I would like to give you a friend advice. Never keep your bottles in your butter. And they send that to Paris in jars. And in Paris comes the nice bottle, the nice top, the box, the name, advertising, Johnny Depp that makes the advertising, marketing and transport. And you know the price of that? The bottle is empty. Huh? This costs together today 85% of the total price. Oh, wow. You only pay 15% for what's inside, and I promise you it's true. So here in gentlemen, would you like me to show you as well for ladies or not?
Yeah, let's smell it.
Yeah. Because I want, so you see there behind, I would like just to show you, because if you don't see that, you can't believe it. You should not film there, you don't want.
حياكم الله في مدينة غريس. نبي ناخذ جولة على خفيفة نتعرف على الديرة. هذه الديرة تشوفونها، هذا اسمها. طبعا تنطق الجي والآر إذا صاروا بالفرنسي ينطقونها غريس كذا، غريس. طبعا هذه أول قرية احنا فيها الآن، قرية غريس، وراح نزور مصنع عطور من القرن ال17 من 1770 تقريبا. تخيلتم معي؟ لأنهم خلاص وصلوا مرحلة الفرنسيين بإنتاج العطور وصناعة العطور بشكل جبار صراحة. وتصدمكم معلومات، بتصدمكم الأسعار، بتصدمكم أشياء كثيرة.
So welcome. My name is Veronica and I am French, but I've learned my English in England. So I have a terrible British accent, now you know why. So before, you have to know that in this town we are almost today 52,000 inhabitants. But you'll be certainly surprised to know we are 30 perfume factories. You heard well. Only 3 you are able to visit. We are one of them and the oldest. We were here since 1747. Not me, of course. But the 3 factories you can visit, we are factories of finished products. I mean, we buy from the 27 other companies the essential oils that we need. And that's the reason why the part you see there is just a museum. The ways of extracting the scents, I'll tell you, are exactly the same, but of course you have to imagine much bigger and quicker machines. Into the second part, you really will see there where we work, the lab and the packaging. You understand my English? Yeah? Good. So this process, you can recognize it, it's the distillation. You have the same intensity.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We used to distill lavender, rosemary, eucalyptus or mimosa. We take for this process the old plant with the stem and the leaves. Most of the people, they think we only make perfumes from the flowers. But when it's fresh, if you break the stem, you have plenty perfume inside. So we put, for example, the plant to be treated in here. We add water and we boil it. So the steam that's produced takes on the perfume of the plant and moves down to the other one. In there, you know, there's a cooler, so it's condensed and it comes back to liquid. In the liquid you will get distilled water, which is now scented water, and which floats like an oil onto the water, the perfume of the plant. We call that essential oil. We separate them by difference of density. Water, we use it for making face lotion, and essential oil in the lab, we'll mix it with many other kinds for making the perfumes. Just to give you an idea, the lavender comes one of the cheapest essential oil there is, and just to make 1 liter, we need 120 kilo of lavender.
Oh.
So you know we have a lot of lavender in Provence, really have enough. But now I will show you the most expensive ones. That's another story. So the second process, it's a very old process, and today we only use it for roses and jasmine. If you want, those 2 flowers are very delicate. If you distill them, you burn them, and the scent you obtain is not perfect. For this reason, we use fat. Today we use a mix of glycerin and Vaseline. We put the flowers onto the fat, and the fat absorbs the scent. By hand, every 2 days, we need to remove the old flowers to put new ones, And we do this on the same fat for 1 month.
Wow.
After 1 month, you understand the fat becomes saturated of the scent. So we collect it, we put in those kind of beaters, and we add very, very pure alcohol. If you know the ethanol, the purest. We blend them together for about 24 hours, and you understand the alcohol is going to wash the fat and take the scent of it. So the fat goes down, the alcohol goes up, we separate them. We use the fat, we treat it for making scented soaps with glycerin inside, and with the scented alcohol, we of course make the perfumes. Now, we need 1 ton of rose petals to make 1 liter.
Wow.
And we need 800 kilo of jasmine flower. Can you believe that? I mean, it is so small and so light. You know, it's like mountains of flowers we need. And you imagine easily, in this area, we are lucky, I can say, because we have a microclimate during all the year, and we have a very big diversity. But of those two, we have to import, of course. But we can't transport the flowers. We need them fresh. So we have directly in the countries small factories. They treat the flowers the same way we do, and they only send us the finished oil, so there's no waste, and it doesn't take so much place in a plane. So the rose comes mostly from Turkey, Bulgaria, and Morocco, and the jasmine comes from India, Egypt, and Italy. But you know, another thing we never think when you perfume yourself every morning, it's like the wine, you have good and bad years. I mean, on the same field, once it's raining too much, once not enough, the scent is never the same. And when you import, the climate is different and the ground is different, so the scent won't be the same. So you know, like for the wine, when you know the people, they mix the fruits together to obtain a certain kind, the noses, they do the same thing. They mix a little bit bad, a little bit better quality together, so we have always the same quality and always the same scent. Afterwards, the very high quality, you know, rare essential oils, we don't put them down, you imagine. We keep those for what we call private collection. Private collection contains only such rare and expensive essential oils. Okay? A lot of copper. I don't know if you heard about it, but you know, with the Europe, today it's forbidden to use copper for milk, wine, beer, and perfume. You know why? Because of the green inside. This is not good for us. So today we have to use stainless steel. For us, it's wonderful. You know what? It's lighter to carry, easier to clean, cheaper to buy. But both of them, they keep perfume dark and cool. So I would like to give you a friend advice. Never, never keep your bottles in your bathroom. So I would like to give you a friend advice. Never, never keep your bottles in your bathroom. And most of the people, that's where they keep them. So, you know, every day, of course, you take a bath or a shower and the temperature moves up and down, up and down, up and down. Plus the light, you make them change. Think about it. If you have clear bottles, you can see after 8 months the color change. It becomes dark orange. And when you put it on your clothes, it stays on and it's no more the same scent. The bedroom is the best place. You know, winter, summer doesn't come every day. And if you put that in a cupboard, when you close the doors, no more light. So that way you can keep a bottle open 3 years, long enough. And if you don't open it, that I don't believe, but it's 10 years. So it's good to know. And I know what you think. Why do they make so pretty bottles if we have to keep it in the cupboard? And I'm very sorry to tell you the truth. Marketing. Now you know the secret. Another point I'd like to see with you, it's the difference there is between what we call in France, eau de toilette, what most of you English spoken, you say cologne. Then you have eau de perfume, and you have perfume. So today, I don't know how it is in your country, but for us, you don't find any more perfume in the shelves. If you want it, you have to order it, and you get it 3 weeks afterwards. Because they sell it half ounce, 15 milliliter. The box is very big, but it costs 150 to 150 euros. So you know the people, they prefer a large bottle cheaper, but it's not perfume and it's not the same thing. When you buy eau de toilette, you only get 6% essential oil. The rest is distilled water and alcohol. So you understand when you spray it after 2 hours, it's gone.
Nice bottle, but like
But all the perfume is already 12%.
اسمعوا.
So much better, less water and alcohol. So this one is nice. You know, if you like to spray on your body, in your hair, on your clothes, it will last till the beginning of the afternoon for sure. But if the evening you want to go outside, you have to spray some more. And the perfume is 20% essential oil, but no water, just the alcohol. So this one, you see what I mean? You can't spray it like that. If not, you smell 1 mile behind you. I'm sure you remember that. Long years ago, we had a little crystal pipette inside. We had to do like this, you know. And today we have micro sprays, which is much easier. When you spray once, you just get the drop that you need, but you can't put it all over. It's only on your pulse points. Forget your hands. With the COVID, how many times a day you wash your hands? Shave
Exactly.
straight away. Here. And not here, but really there, behind your ears.
Okay.
But in the winter, when you have clothes, for example, it's the warmth of your body when you move that diffuses scent, but it smells from the morning till the evening. And private collection is 24%. I love that. When you take your shower, you can still smell it.
we still have these little pipettes
Yes.
for oils in Saudi Arabia and the Arabian Gulf. Oud.
عود.
Oud, very expensive.
Wood. Yes. In the private collection, we have the wood as well.
very
I tell you what wood is. I don't know if you even know what it is.
It's from a tree.
Yes, but I explain to you. It's a tree that grows in Thailand, and the wood is called agar wood. But sometimes, once every 50 years, the tree has been colonized by a mushroom, so the sap becomes purple. That's it. And because it doesn't happen every day, that's why it is so expensive. And I know in your country you have a lot of that.
And we burn it. Take
You
a
burn it as well.
Little tiny chip.
Yeah.
And burn it on a coal.
Yeah.
You just burn very fast, but the smell will retain.
smell
I mean,
is
in the
really
room for
wonderful.
hours.
Yeah. My favorite perfume for the winter is Oud Vanilla. It's great. I'll show you.
في فرق بين المسك والعود.
Musk.
Of course.
Musk,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Musk is from Madeira. من غزال.
من
No, I
الغزال.
know you have that in your country, but we don't prepare it the same way. I will show you now our lab. So you understand today it looks like this. It's not so romantic, but as I told you, it's so easy.
You know, in much of the Arab world, there's no difference between a scent for a man and a scent for a woman.
So, you know, today it's more marketing than everything. For example, we have here some perfumes that you can use both, and the private collection is unisex, for example. I sell it for men, for ladies. And I sell a lot of men's perfume to ladies. Less the contrary, but it happens. It happens.
Private collections reminds me yesterday in Monte Carlo, the salle de jeu privé.
Oui.
Remember yesterday?
It's cheaper than in Monte Carlo, I can tell you.
Oh.
Even if it's more expensive than our normal perfume. Bonjour. So I would like to present to you the young man who is behind the computer you see up there.
Yep.
He is our nose. He is Japanese and he is 32 years old. Okay? He worked for us for 4 years. I entered in GALIMARD in 83, so you see I am the oldest bottle of the factory here. And we had another nose, and 4 years ago he told us, I want to leave because I am 72 years old. So we had to get a new nose, and we chose Yusuke. I'll tell you more later about the schools and everything, okay? Now, I want to tell you that in this lab, we have almost 1,000 different essential oils. And the strange thing to say is we don't only use flowers, plants, fruits that smells nice. Barks, moss, roots, sat by itself. Sometimes it smells even terrible, but it's the mixture that makes the difference.
Right.
You know, and any kind you wear from the stores, for men or for ladies, you have in each bottle a mix between 50 to 200 essential oils mixed in the same bottle. I tell you this because I want you to understand, with 1 liter essential oil, we make plenty perfumes. You see what I mean? Sometimes it's a mini drop, and in 1 liter there's a lot of mini drops. But here, if you forget the mini drop, the scent is totally different. So what the girls and boys are doing besides Yusuke, it's like when you prepare a cake at home. You have a recipe, they have a formula, just follow it, blending the things together. That's what they do here. The most important job to do was to prepare the formula. And we call those people parfumeurs, which is a real name, but most of the time we call them noses, and a big one is not necessarily good. So to be a nose, it is a talent. When I'm talking about talent, the scent is very important, but it's not enough. You have to get a wonderful memory, and you have to be an artist. You see what I mean? It's a lot of things for the same person. That's why you can explain we have so few of those people. Today, 180 in the world, 50 in this town. But we are 30 perfume factories. So now you understand, normally they work freelance. So those people, as artists, you believe me, they earn a lot of money, of course. But you never know their name. Because when you buy a bottle, you buy the Chanel, Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, Hugo Boss, if you know, the name makes you buy it. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true, and thank you for them. That's why they earn so much money.
Yes, sure.
Now, I really want to explain to you how it is exactly. For example, when a designer wants to get a new perfume, before everything, he needs to meet 7, 10 of those noses and explain to them what kind of perfume the company is looking for. Flowery, woody, sweet, fruity. He will get few samples, and if he falls in love with one scent, he will have to buy directly from the nose the formula, which costs, you imagine, million and million of euros. But with the formula in the end, he will need perfume factories. So he'll come in this town and he will choose one of the 27 factories you're not allowed to visit. Now you understand. You understand why, for the secret. And that's the way 8 perfumes on 10 you buy from the whole world are produced in those 27 factories of Grasse, capital of the world of the perfume.
So we cannot visit the factories you're talking about.
You can't visit them.
Liberté, égalité, fraternité.
But you know, when the factory has got the formula, they need to mix all the ingredients together, and they send that to Paris in jars. And in Paris comes the nice bottle, the nice top, the box, the name, advertising, Johnny Depp that makes the advertising, marketing and transport. And you know the price of that? The bottle is empty. Huh? This costs together today 85% of the total price.
Oh, wow.
You only pay 15% for what's inside, and I promise you it's true. So here in GALIMARD, we buy the essential oils that we use from the same 27 factories producing the most famous. So the quality is exactly the same. You understand there's not a special production for us, of course. But we have our nose. And we pay him every month. I mean, he's not able to work for another company. The door is closed. And because we have our own nose, we did a choice that certainly will surprise you. Till the beginning, the perfumes we produce here, we only sell them here and by internet. That's it. And you know, all the people, they like today to have a perfume that you have chosen and that nobody knows. Like unique perfumes. When I started to work here, we were 32 employees. I'm very happy to tell you we are 75 today, but we send our perfumes in 36 countries in the world, just people like you that came one for visiting. And you know why? Because here you really pay for what's inside. That's the very big difference. So I'll tell you, I'll show you the ones we sell the most. But because you are just 4 and it's the best, if you tell me with your words what you like, for me it's easier. You know why? Because we have 40 different kinds and it's very difficult to show them all of them, to show you all of them. Okay?
I have a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
The nose, his work and his talent basically resides in his nose. What happened to you during COVID-19?
He had 3 months out. We were afraid.
So none of the noses has a sinus condition.
No, no. But they have an insurance for their nose.
What if they get a cold?
Same thing. You stay home.
Off.
Off.
Okay.
But you know, to smell, he only works 1 or 2 hours a day, which is a lot because what they smell here is pure. So he's always able to work to order the essential oils we need and things like that. But we were afraid, really, because for 3 months he couldn't smell anything. So we had to call again the old nose, and he came. He came for 3 months. Now I will show you our packaging room. So you see there behind, I would like just to show you, because if you don't see that, you can't believe it. You should not film there. They don't want it.
Really nice.
I want to explain to you, here are for the ladies and these are for men, and this is our unisex fragrances, the private collection. Okay, so I'd like to show you first of all on papers, because I prefer you to try something you may like, really. Okay, but I just want to make a little test. For the first one, I want to apply it onto your skin. Okay, so I want you to try to recognize something, to see if you have a good nose. Let it dry a few seconds.
Smells very good.
So, gentlemen, would you like me to show you as well for ladies or not?
Yeah, I mean, I'll smell it.
Yeah.
Because I want to learn
رخيص
for
هنا.
ladies,
أرخص من السوق.
which is the first one Yusuke created when he was alone. And it's our bestseller, and I'm going to tell you what's inside. You have pear, you have peach, you have lychee,
Okay.
vanilla, and brown sugar. And the second bestseller for ladies. So this is the last perfume Yusuke created, and it's amazing. You have black cherry and the little cherry, and then you have almond, you have coffee and vanilla, and almond. Yes, it's a very. So you know, when we have young ladies of 20, 30 years old, that's what they buy a lot with the first one.
Thank you.
Now I want to show you our third bestseller for men, and for this one you have to be very careful. I tell you why. You have peppermint, almond, coconut, vanilla, and sandalwood. And you know what? We say if you try this one, you become irresistible and unforgettable.
We'll look at him first. I've already been forgotten.
That's a good
Formal.
one, isn't it?
Formal,
It's very
yeah.
elegant.
So what is the? What if the person is not able to distinguish anything?
What do you mean?
This
smells
one right
good.
here. It smells anything.
Show me. So this one
No,
is this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can recognize them. This is the irresistible one.
إيه واضح.
Really?
Yes, it is. This is the one I told you I use in winter. Oud vanilla. I want you to try to make the difference with your oud.
أوه. العود حنا بنقدسه.
القهوة.
It's a very, very.
شمه بقوة بقوة. ديب.
This I love it. Bonjour.
أوه.
You see what I mean? To have, you know, memories like that with the perfumes.
رسمي رسمي مرة رسمي.
This is nice.
It's very strong.
هذا رهيب.
I told you this is 24%.
Yeah.
هذا حق رجال حق نساء. من شيء رهيب.
So, what would you like to try? Tell me, can you explain to me?
What about like this kind of?
I take my glasses.
Okay. That's kind of what I like: bergamot, juniper, lavender, clean, citrus.
So, the second one was like that.
Okay.
But I show you another one, which is this one. Perhaps you should try it on your skin.
Okay.
Let it dry a few seconds. And if you know, you should smell as well that one on your skin.
Okay.
Just to compare.
Okay.
Both of them, they have the same ingredients, plus other things, of course. What about you? What would you like to try?